We have on-demand access to basically every movie and show ever made, yet finding something to watch has become an exhausting chore. You spend 15 minutes scrolling through a maze of endless menus. You constantly ride the volume button because the explosions shake the walls, but you can barely hear the dialogue. And your home screen is a chaotic mix of true crime documentaries and morning cartoons because the whole household shares the same feed. For years, the industry's answer to this was the smart TV. But a smart TV is essentially a screen with an internet connection and a library of apps. It sits there, passively waiting for you to do all the work of finding, adjusting, and selecting. Manufacturers are now introducing AI TV, an active, invisible layer of decision-making software running on top of the screen you already own. Instead of waiting for your command, it monitors the room lighting, the incoming video feed, and your viewing habits to actively anticipate your needs before you even pick up the remote. Take physical media and older broadcasts. When you push a low-resolution signal, like a 90s sitcom or a DVD, across a massive modern 4K screen, the image degrades. It looks soft, blurry, and blown out. This diagram shows exactly what happens when that lower-quality image expands. You get empty gaps between the colored blocks. To fix this, an AI upscaling processor analyzes each individual frame and makes educated guesses to fill in those missing details. Rather than stretching the original image like pizza dough, the processor generates entirely new pixels on the fly. It restores missing textures and sharpens edges to make older footage look crisp on a modern display. It applies the same logic to your audio through adaptive sound. The system detects the context of the scene in real time. If you switch to a movie, it automatically lists the frequencies of human speech and dampens the harsh background noise so you never miss a spoken line. This technology turns the screen from a static monitor into an active, real-time editor that remixes the audio and video to suit your specific environment. Then there is the sheer physical friction of finding content. Clunky, button-heavy remotes and messy, shared viewing histories turn movie night into an endurance test. Recommendation engines tackle this by tracking your completion rates and watch times to curate specific suggestions. You can even bypass the remote entirely with natural voice search, asking for a short comedy that isn't stupid, instead of painfully typing it out letter by letter. But there is a catch. If you leave these automated systems completely unchecked, they create entirely new headaches. Hyper-aggressive picture processing can strip away cinematic texture, making actors look like overly smooth cutouts. Meanwhile, recommendation algorithms can easily trap you in a repetitive genre bubble, assuming that because you watched one baking show, you want to watch nothing but pastries for the rest of your life. This diagram maps the privacy trade-off. To effectively anticipate your needs, the AI must constantly monitor your behavior. Your search history, your app usage, and your voice recordings flow directly from your living room into a cloud processing network. The price of seamless convenience is a continuous exchange. You are trading personal data privacy and accepting algorithmic containment to avoid the friction of scrolling. Let's look at a standard shared living room. One person watches sports, another binges crime dramas, and the kids watch cartoons. Under the default factory settings, the algorithm looks like a confused dog trying to make sense of the chaos. The first step to fixing this is creating strict, separate user profiles. This segregates the data, ensuring your football highlights don't pollute someone else's movie recommendations. Next, you have to tame the hardware settings. Leave the adaptive sound enabled so everyone can actually hear the dialogue, but actively dial back those aggressive picture enhancements to keep movies looking like natural film. Finally, you must take control of your data. You have to navigate the privacy menus and explicitly switch off aggressive data sharing and voice recording defaults, rather than accepting whatever the manufacturer prefers. Establishing these specific boundaries streamlines the routine. What used to be a 15-minute ordeal of scrolling and adjusting menus now drops down to a few frictionless minutes. The absolute best version of AI TV is completely invisible. You shouldn't sit on the couch thinking about machine learning. It functions as a quiet, calibrated tool that strips away the technical barriers, leaving you to simply enjoy the show.